What's up, guys? Jake here, getting back to the Fruit of Grisaia. We're staying in the hallway with the girl who thinks she's a nurse, and we've completed a general review of the school's facilities. Sachi's explanation has come to an end, so let's see what's next. Thanks, it was a big help! Right, class rep. I'm remembering everything about this game. Here we go. Yeah, I guess so. It's also weird that she has one really big unibrow up here, but then two little unibrows down here. I guess they're not unibrows if she is too, but whatever. Yeah, they're still a classmate I haven't met yet after all. Why do you sound so disappointed? Is she a loser? Hearing my response, Sachi's brisk tone gives way to a hesitant mumble. What is it? Okay, it's too late to play it off. Also, your eyebrows are going past your head. Look at this. This is absurd. They're also huge. After a brisk bow, she quickly runs off down the hallway. Wow. I guess this last classmate must be really scary. Did I trigger a death flag just now? Yuji, thank God you're here to speak. I don't think there's a single person in the world who wouldn't worry after that kind of ominous foreshadowing. Well, that might be an overstatement. There's some pretty carefree people out there. I'm just not one of them. It seems like it'd be best to be on my guard, or more so than usual. The light flooding in through the windows has shifted from overhead to my side. Wow, that's a very fast sunset. It won't be that long until the sun sets. Excuse me, it's not sunset yet. Silly me. Just because it looks like sunset doesn't mean it's sunset. After parting from Sachi, I walk the empty hallway alone. My surroundings are very nearly soundless thanks to my habitually quiet footsteps. I can hear them. They're not that quiet. Those are like regular footsteps. What the fuck is wrong with you? However, inside the stillness, I sense a definite presence at my destination. What? She finally show up? I hear a faint sound from the interior of the previously silent classroom. With that confirmation, I slowly open the door. Where the fuck are we walking to? Why was it so quiet? My God. It's Blake from Ruby. What the fuck's happening? The moment I enter the classroom, tension fills the air. Behind a window seat desk in the middle of the classroom. What? Is it a window seat desk or in the middle of the classroom? It cannot be both. A chair rattles as its occupant turns to face me. My immediate impression of the girl, she doesn't appear particularly friendly. What gives you that impression? Yo, what's up, dude? Well, it might not be the most polite first greeting. I call it casually as I approach in order to demonstrate my lack of malicious intent. Sasaki Miko, right? Her expression does not change. Sitting on the chair, absolutely stock still, she stares fixedly at me. She's smart. She knows if she doesn't move, I can't see her. I'm Kazumi Yuji. I'm a new student here as of today. Hope we can be friends. Oh, we're friends. Look, that's friendship face. I come to a halt in front of her desk. So I'll be your classmate as well, it seems. Yuji, learn to read a room. You're not welcome. Leave. Pulling out a chair from the desk in front of her, I sit down. What are you doing? Why are you like this? At the moment, we're about a meter apart. That's too close. This is going good. Nonetheless, the woman stares at me so tensely that she seems to be forgetting to breathe. Oh my God, we're gonna kill her. Rather than staring, her expression could probably be more accurately described as glaring. I wasn't able to introduce myself in the morning. Heard you'd probably be around in the evening. This conversation is so fun. I keep talking regardless, but no response is forthcoming. Maybe she's got a psychological problem with men like Makina, or she just doesn't like nosy fucks. But then again, she didn't try to run when I approached her. I changed my position on the seat to face her directly. How were we sitting before? Did we sit down in front of her and then face the other direction? Yuji's a psychopath. Straddling the chair. Okay. I lean forward, slightly. The motion has closed the 1 meter gap between us down to about 70 centimeters. That's way too close. I'd like to at least confirm your identity. That's something a normal human says. Hey! Yeah, that's the correct response. As if to declare her refusal to acknowledge my existence, the woman stands from her seat and briskly moves to exit the classroom. How about at least responding to me? No, I think she made the right call there, Yuji. I follow her immediately. Not the right call. Do not be like Yuji. Do not... No. She's made it very clear that she is not interested in talking to you. The woman opens the classroom rear door, just enough for one person to pass, and tries to slip her way outside. What? I thought she left already. Hey! Calling out again, I try to follow her through that gap. No. The woman's made her choice. You don't get to do this anymore. In that moment, the woman forcefully slams the door shut. She clearly closed it, knowing full well I was trying to follow. Yeah. What? Her expression betrays surprise. Maybe she'd been expecting me to get my hand caught in the door or back off from having it slammed in my face. Instead, the door she'd attempted to slide closed is formally held open by my hand, an outcome she apparently hadn't been prepared for. You could have broken my hand, you know that? Yeah, this is her fault. She's the one being unreasonable. Although she's the one who was trying to shatter my fingers, no she wasn't, she was trying to leave. She's glaring at me like I'm the bad guy here. In her defense, you are. What exactly did I do to deserve this from someone I've just met? You're being very creepy, actually. Look, I'm just looking for an Opening the half-shut door, take a step forward. Stab him. You can stab him. I'm pretty sure that's legal now. She doesn't back down. Quite the greeting. Yeah, again, she's the one being an asshole. I stopped the motion of her hand about 5 centimeters before its target. It isn't the most efficient block, but for the purpose of diffusing her reckless hostility, an easily comprehensible action seems necessary. I was expecting something of the sort, but you favor the classic slap to the face, I see. Maintaining my grasp on the woman's wrist, I stare her down at short range. As for the woman, she's staring right back, her eyes open wide with shock, completely still. What is this music? This isn't a romance scene. This is still a weird scene. Well then, let me ask you again. The strong orange glow of the evening sun illuminates the classroom. Are you Sakaki, Yumiko? Her expression hostile as ever, the woman slowly opens her mouth. With an air of slight resignation, but clearly unwavering in her refusal of any relation with me, she speaks. Okay, good to meet you. Okay, bye. Let's never speak again. Really? What? What is happening? This music's bonkers. As the evening sun fell behind a cloud, its light dimmed and the classroom filled with shadow. With the sound of Yumiko's breath and the faint roar of the waves from beyond the walls, the curtain was raised on my normal student life. Was that just the intro? That was like 10 episodes. Gee, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! What is happening? Whoa! Cover your eyes! This is a weird game. From 2012. I didn't realize it was that old. It's about there's a lot of explosions in this game, evidently. I had no idea. And stairs! That's good, everyone loves stairs. Look, that's a girl with ketchup on her face. And this is a weird effect. Oh, look, oh my god, what? We're really zooming around now. Look, there's everyone. We go to school in a church, apparently, with 3 bells. That's cool. She doesn't have pants on. Whew, man, we're really cruising here. She's got 2 different colored socks on. That's kind of weird. Anyways, man, I'm getting real with my heart had wings vibes here. I mean, it's by the same company, I think? So, you know, it's not completely irrational, but still. Anyways. Can I skip this? No, we're just in it to win it. I can't skip this. That's great. Well, I guess there's a good chance to learn about the girls. They apparently like sleeping and crying and being a maid. This is good. Did that just say her fucking blood type? Okay, we're just gonna keep our eyes on the swivel for their blood types now. That's probably important. Blood type O! Great, now we know. That's important. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This goes from, like, really cute to, like, weirdly violent in, like, a second. What's his blood type? How come he didn't have a blood type? How am I supposed to get invested now? That's crazy. That's an eyeball. What? What's happening? Le Fruit de la Grisaia. It's French, probably. Or at least I'm gonna say it like it's French. So this is great. Loving whatever this is. Anyways, back to the game? Oh good, we have the time. It's 8 o'clock, 15-minute. Wow, everything looks very different now. Okay, moving right along as though nothing had happened. The period of the school day before class begins is fundamentally blank. Meaningless time. What? It's not meaningless time, you can just chill. Okay, whatever. Still, I've always imagined school life as a fairly relaxed experience. Part of me was actually wondering if a little aimless downtime might be enjoyable in its way. But unfortunately... what, again? Oh, dude, she's trying to kill you. That's fun now. That slightly pitiful fantasy was shattered all too quickly. Of course I'm not gonna break a sweat from any attack of Yumiko's, but being slashed with a blade isn't the kind of pleasant breather I had in mind. I'm very fast. I guess she thought it was a particularly well-timed attack, judging from the shocked gaze she's directing at me as she catches her breath. Of course, given that conspicuous clicking sound and her plainly audible footsteps, she might as well have been screaming, "Here I come," but... time moves at half speed in my immediate vicinity. That's probably not true, although it does explain why this game feels like it's moving so fucking slow. Giving a straight answer would be a pain, so I pull something out of my ass. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. Did you not get that? I thought it was pretty obvious. He's not Superman. You can still stab him. Like, for sure. Maybe it's just me, but I think trying to stab your classmate is somewhat worse. Not when it's you, Yuji. I think you've deserved it about 10 times over. I actually don't think that's true. This woman's copy of the criminal code seems to be missing the page on attempted murder. But judging from the way she momentarily bought my nonsense, excuse me, she's unexpectedly airheaded. Maybe a bit naive would be the nice way to put it. Sure. Again, you can stab him. There's only 6 of us here. It'd be harder to forget. What? How is that not what you meant? You said to remember your face. There are 6 faces in the world. Still glaring in my direction, Yumiko retracts the blade of her box cutter. Cool. Bye. And snorting in displeasure leaves with a flutter of her skirt. Cool. Anyways, moving on. What are you talking about? The stabbings? Yeah, that's fine. That's normal high school stuff. When I return to the classroom, Amane strikes up a conversation. I guess the story of the knife assault in question is already spread around the classroom, as my problem with Yumiko seems to be common knowledge. There are 6 people in the school. If one person knows, that's basically everyone. It's not like she's doing me any harm except for the knife attack, but I can't say I'm enjoying this. Anyways, moving on, I guess. Oh, do you remember this from like 5 minutes ago? Good times. In our first encounter, I approached the stubbornly silent Yumiko in a physical sense. I wouldn't have phrased it that way, but sure. The outcome was her initial act of rejection. In part, that might have been the result of my own heightened wariness. Sachi's heavy-handed foreshadowing put me on guard, and I have a tendency not to trust someone I'm meeting for the first time. At that time, while I certainly felt animosity from her, it wasn't so intense as to discourage me from approaching. Anyways, moving on. Oh, right, now we're back to the present. This is great. However, from our second encounter on, Yumiko bared open hostility towards me. Can't imagine why. What's worse, apparently having come to the conclusion that she wasn't a match for me barehanded, she's been swinging around a box cutter of all things. What do you mean of all things? Anyone can get a box cutter. It's a weapon of convenience. According to Amane, it seems Yumiko has something of a habit of brandishing retractable knives at people. That's weird, but fine. Of course, her goal is usually more intimidation than anything else, but speaking as the target this time, I can sense there's a part of her that's seriously trying to stab me. It's not the best feeling in the world, but it's up there. I mean, look, all we gotta do is get our own box cutter, and then we'll cut a box, and then everything's fine. You know what I mean? I'd really prefer to avoid that kind of recognition. Don't be a bitch, Huge. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why we approach, like, the serial killer girl, and we're like, hi, let's be friends, and then she's like, hi, I'd really love to not talk to you, and then we were like, no, we're doing this, we're gonna make this a thing. I didn't notice. Like, literally, he's gonna get a knife in his thick head. I'm pretty perceptive when my life's in danger, but I don't really feel that level of threat from Yumiko. She's only trying to stab me. I'm really not either, but you know, knowing this kind of game, it's probably fine. My master did say I was exceptionally unskilled in that department, which is why someone paid to have a school formed of all ladies. At any rate, I want to do something about Yumiko's aggressive rejection of me. For that purpose, I'll need to talk to someone familiar with her circumstances, or, second idea, just leave her alone. Just don't talk to her anymore. She'll get bored of trying to stab you with a box cutter, probably. Great. Awesome. With the attendance book in her hand, as usual, our carefree principal appears. I guess Chizuru is the only one I can ask. Anyways, and then we're here. Wow. Okay, fine. In conclusion, Yumiko seems to hate me with a passion. Oh, I understand as well. It's because he's the worst. I get it. Uh-huh. Let's hear it then. You're a little bitch and nobody likes you, dude. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary of it, actually. See? Yes. That's what I'm saying. He's the worst. I only said what I was thinking. Was I wrong? Oh, come on. Don't give in. Don't give Yuji that. Got it. In deference to your feelings, no matter how much I think you're lazing around, I'll keep it quietly buried in my heart from now on. Good enough? Yuji, literally everyone's gonna stab you. I hope that's how this game ends. You're the worst. Just kick him out. You run the school. What do you want from me? Spare me the vague complaints. What's your pleasure? What the fuck is wrong with you? Who talks like this? Yeah, really, it's a mystery. Do you have an idea? Oh, so she has an incredibly annoying voice. I don't know if I've mentioned that. The principal, cup in hand, lowers herself across from the sofa I'm reclining on. When did she get a cup? What? Which was what, like 5 seconds ago? What? There's only 6 people. How is this a school? This place just opened recently, right? A year, and it had like 5 students. What the fuck? So she's been going here a year, and she's already gotten into a habit of stabbing people. She should probably go to a psychiatric ward if I had to guess. I see. What does that have to do with her rejecting me? It doesn't. We're just giving backstory, I guess. Before responding to my question, she takes a sip of coffee from the cup in her hand. Now we know what's in the cup. I wonder what the next sentence will reveal. Especially one who's a fucking asshole and deserves to be stabbed. Frightening! Suspicious. He's just a jackass. Like, you can just call a spade, you know what I mean? Like, Yuji's an asshole and nobody likes him. I think everyone asked her to stab him, actually. That's my best guess. Principal Takibon takes a pen in her empty hand and jabs it toward me to emphasize her point. I mean, who can blame her? You know, I would try to stab Yuji, too. Hazing, is it? Did you listen at all? Hello? She hates you and wants you to die. A bit of bullying comes with being a fresh recruit, but I didn't expect the same here. Really? You've never seen a stranger case. This is pretty standard, actually. Apparently unconvinced by the idea... That was a weird voice to read that in. Of Saki stealing my lunch money, Principal Takibana hides a snort of laughter behind her hand. Although it's certainly amusing considering the balance of our physical strength, I don't see how I can manage a decent student life at this rate. That's good that Yuji takes the chance to remind us that he's stronger than a girl. I'm honored to have provided a moment of amusement for a perpetually overworked principal. Yuji, nobody likes you. But I came here hoping to have a path forward in overcoming this challenge illuminated by your educational guidance. Like, I'm only partially joking. You can kick him out of your school. You presumably are in charge, right? Anyways, cranky from beginning to end, ultimately the principal didn't provide me with any useful advice. Yeah, the principal was cranky. This is what a school is like, so figure it out for yourself. A normal student life means a few problems like being stabbed. I do have to admit she managed to dodge the issue reasonably well with that last line. In the case that she didn't have any clear answer for me, I'm left with no choice but to do as she says and try to work on this over time. It's not really my style to go with the flow like this, but that's the proposal of my educational guide. There's no helping it. Except for, you know, ignoring that advice and doing something else, I guess. Well, okay, now that we've apparently been stabbed again, I'm gonna draw this episode to a close. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. And be sure to tune next week for more The Fruit of Grisaia with yours truly. I'll see you guys then.